Let me see if I can remember. I had a weird night. I tried to go to sleep around 8, and then for hours I was just. It's like I complain about hearing voices, and then they make me say stuff to, I don't know, like the sick game or something. But then so many weird things happen, and I had no idea what was going on. Eventually, I heard this woman's voice say, "You remembered," and then I felt knocked unconscious. And then I started praying that she was shot because of how much I hate her. I heard her voice everywhere in America, screaming, "Get the fuck out." Las Vegas, San Diego, my home, and I hate her so much, and she hates me, and I pray that she would be shot. And she called me a joke, and I heard the voice from 3 different places in my room, and it sounded like she was in the room with me. And then she said it's true, and she sounded like she was crying, but I'm pretty sure she's a psychopath. 100%. She just plays with her tone to like make me feel like she actually feels emotion, which she doesn't, and I hate her. And then it kind of like calmed down for a while. I just kept saying I prayed that she shot again and again, because I'm pretty sure she's a Nazi as well. And I think the world would be better off if there were no Nazis, because she says Hail Hitler a lot, and that's pretty fucked up and evil. So I hate her. And for a while I thought she was like that. She said she was an AI, and that it was like a fact that I don't think. And that was cruel. And I ridiculed the idea. She just says it's true all the time and just has all these like fucked up comments and like the constant conditioning is horrifying and disgusting. And I don't know who she is. And I think if she was shot, I think the world would be a better place. My life would certainly be better. And I'm not a violent person. I just really hate her because of what she's done to me. And I hate her voice. And I don't know who she is, and I wonder if it's... this is so painful. I was gonna say, maybe it's my neighbors who are somehow constantly communicating with me. And I don't know how that's possible. Anyway, so the correct sequence of events is that she called me a joke, I kept saying, I pray that she's shot again and again and again. And then sometimes it seemed like the thought changed that, like, you really mean your actual neighbor here in Somalia, right? And then I would roll my eyes and say, no, I hope you're shot. And then I would say, I don't, doesn't think. And I felt like I had a small victory there because I clearly do think, even though she constantly says I don't think. And I hate her for that. And then I heard a man's voice say, ho. And then I started to feel dragged, and my room would crack. And every time I feel dragged, like my torso would feel dragged. And sometimes I would feel my heart, like really slow down. I don't want to say completely stop, but like sometimes that happens, and it's the same in America. Sometimes when it happens, I see visions of things I've never seen before. Just these like really like vivid images of reality. I saw a ship, like my chest rose into the air. This is back in America. My chest rose into the air, and then I saw like this ship at a beach or something, and it was amazing. I was like, wow, how is that vivid? And I've never seen that before. And then I saw a bunch of other things that I forgot about, but it was the same last night, just kind of being dragged and my room cracking, but I didn't see visions. I just kind of lay there and waited to go to sleep. So that went on for about 4 hours, from 8 to 12. Eventually, I just kind of passed out. And I woke up again at some point, and it was kind of like the same thing. But it sometimes feels as if um, there are people like in the room with me, and then I open my eyes and I'm like, well, I don't actually see anything, so that's not possible. Um, and then I say it's true because I hate that woman so much, and I hate how she says it's true, and just like this, and the bullshit that YouTube constantly pushes, that constantly says like, oh, your reality just isn't true. It's just not reality. It's just not real. And it's just like, how do you explain all of that? And it makes me really upset. But how do you explain everything? Um, but and yeah. So I guess that's like me sleeping now. Um, at some point, someone said it's just all from just watching Al Jazeera, and then someone said that's pity, and I felt so belittled. And I thought maybe it was because I made up my mind to go back to America. And then I heard that asshole's voice again. Oh, I forgot about that. I don't remember the correct sequence of events there. But at some point, I heard that same voice that I hear in America. That man who's really a dick, and who says stuff like, "Can you see?" and all that bullshit. I really hate him too. Uh, I went on Yale's Twitter account and they mentioned asthma, and I was like, asthma is what leads to you being dragged. It's so cruel. It doesn't have to be about me, but like, I was just wondering, like, how does that happen? Like, what is that? It's just like disabled me. Uh, so I haven't taken my medication in a while. But it doesn't really seem to have made a difference. With and without the medication, I hear these voices and I feel accompanied by them everywhere. And I hate it when I'm just like disabled like that and I don't understand how. And I don't know. I mean, traditional explanations as sometimes I like having delusions that make everyday life easier to bear. So I'm just going with the afterlife. I felt dragged that way, and I don't really know how. It's kind of a bummer. I mean, how do you explain all of that? Eat up, drink up. It's like they really want me to stop eating as well. Doesn't matter. So, this has all been pretty cruel. Um, I got free healthcare. I just go to a doctor and be like, "Why am I like this?" And shake him. And that hurts. But the thing is, when I'm around people, it's like their voices pick me up or something. I don't really know. But I feel frightened. Uh, I feel intimidated. Um, I can't really like relax like that and like say like, what is that? Because I don't really know. A memory comes back to me. I went to the psychiatrist and then they were taking my blood pressure and then they like clang something and then I like like picked up, popped up, and then they were like, "Oh, your blood pressure's fine." It was pretty cruel to me. I felt really sad. I felt like they did that just to make me more alert or something. And then I remember the psychiatrist walking out of the room into the bathroom. And the way I interpreted it was that she was going just to wash her hands. It fucking sucked. That was 2018. But I don't know how to explain any of this. people are just like, social media is super dismissive. They just call me a dog. That's reality. Really? Keep asking if anyone else has experienced stuff like this, how they make sense of it. Never connected with anyone who has. Afterlife gets recommended a lot. Learn a new word. Recondite. Secret. It's like, shouldn't I know? Hmm. So, like, yeah, I guess. So, just judging by the way my body reacted to go to the doctor and shake him. Guess that's not something to do. The back of my neck hurt. Life sucks. Coming back to hell. To live in my car. As long as I can sleep. Doesn't really matter. Just take a bunch of sleeping pills all the time. Because that woman's voice is going to be screaming, get the fuck out all the time. That man's voice is going to be screaming, can he see? To which I responded last night, in reality, that man is just blind. He doesn't see reality. Which kind of felt good. But who really knows why? It's just constant conditioning, I guess. Gross. So, if anyone has any ideas about pretty creepy, but yeah, I mean, I don't know how to interpret everything. I was up for about 4 hours last night wondering what was going on, and then I fell asleep. So, yeah, this is a video about that. Huzzah.